What are you afraid of? Seriously, think about it. Is it the pain of failure, the weight of rejection, or maybe it's the dark, suffocating grip of self-doubt that whispers, "You're not enough"? Whatever it is, let's cut the nonsense. Fear is your leash, pain is your chain, but you're the one keeping yourself shackled. Why? Life doesn't owe you a thing, not one damn thing. You're not born special, and no one is coming to save you. You want to be someone? You have to build that someone from scratch. No shortcuts, no handouts. It's just you and the battlefield of life. And let me tell you something, this battlefield doesn't forgive weakness. You sit there, feeling sorry for yourself, thinking the world's unfair. Guess what? It is unfair. It always has been. It chews up the unprepared, the lazy, and the cowards, then spits them out like they never existed. So stop whining about fairness and start fighting for what's yours. Feeling lost? Good. That means you're at the start of something. Every man who ever became something started at the bottom. Heartbroken, ignored, underestimated. That's where the fire starts. Pain isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. It's there to break you down, test you, strip away every excuse you've been hiding behind. Only then can you see what you're made of, and if you don't like what you see, fix it. Listen up, nobody cares how hard it is. The world doesn't stop because you're tired or broken. If you want to matter, you have to earn it. That means pain, that means sacrifice. It means getting up every time life knocks you on your ass and saying, "Is that all you've got?" Depression isn't a life sentence. It's a wake-up call, a reminder that you're not living the life you were meant to live. You want out of that hole? Start climbing. You think you're depressed? You think you're stuck? Fine. Feel it. Let it burn through you. Then decide, are you going to let it own you, or are you going to use it? Build a body that screams strength. Train until the weights beg for mercy. Not because it's easy, but because every rep, every drop of sweat, every aching muscle is a step closer to becoming someone you can respect. Build a mind that doesn't bow to fear, a mind that questions, learns, and fights. Stop blindly following the script society handed you. Rip it up. Write your own. You want respect, power, peace. Earn them, protect what's yours. Provide for those you care about. That's the mark of a man. Not running from responsibility, but standing up and taking it head on. You're not a victim unless you choose to be. Stop letting others dictate your value. They don't get to decide that. You do. The world loves to sell you lies. They'll tell you to stay comfortable, to avoid risk, to play it safe. That's how they control you. That's how they keep you small. But you're smarter than that. Every time you buy into their nonsense, you're giving them power over you. Take it back. Be the one who decides what you believe, what you stand for, what you fight for. And don't waste your time waiting for permission. Nobody's going to pat you on the back and tell you it's your turn. You take your turn. You step up, look life in the eye and say, "I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere." That's what separates the players from the pawns. Let's get real. If you're average, you're invisible. Nobody cares about the guy who blends in, who plays it safe, who does just enough to get by. If you want more, you've got to be more. That means putting in the work. That means taking risks. That means being willing to look foolish, to fail, to lose, because that's where the growth is. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about being better than the person you were yesterday. Every damn day, You wake up and you fight for that 1 inch of progress. You fight for it like your life depends on it, because it does. This isn't just about success or money or status. It's about proving to yourself that you can do it, that you have what it takes to stand tall in a world that wants to crush you. And don't give me that I'm too old or it's too late nonsense. It's never too late. You're still breathing, aren't you? Then you've got work to do. Age, setbacks, mistakes. None of that matters unless you let it. The only thing that matters is what you're willing to do today. So stop making excuses. Stop waiting for the stars to align. They won't. Stop blaming the system, your past, or other people. It's on you. It's always been on you. And that's not a curse. It's a gift, because if it's on you, then you have the power to change it. You want out of the darkness? Become the light. Not for anyone else, but for you. For the man staring back at you in the mirror. Show him what you're made of. Show him that the world can't break him. Show him that no matter how hard it gets, he's harder. Get up, get moving, fight, because nobody's going to do it for you. And when you're standing at the top, looking back at everything you've been through, you'll know it was worth it. Not because it was easy, but because it was hard. And you did it anyway.